morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so used to saying good evening because you know us film people, we only do evening events. To everybody, distinguished guests on the dais, Dr. Karan, Nita ma'am, Shobna ma'am, of course, and to all of you wonderful people who are gathered here today. It's so nice to see you all here, bright-eyed and ready to participate in such a much-needed discussion. I think mornings are wonderful. The only drawback of mornings are that they come at a very inconvenient time. I borrowed that quote from an author called Glenn Cook. And if you allow me, I'd like to borrow another quote, which I think perfectly sums up why we are here today. The hand that rocks the cradle, the procreator, the mother of tomorrow, the woman, shapes the destiny of civilization. Such is the tragic irony of fate, that a beautiful creation such as a girl child is today one of the gravest concerns facing humanity. But all is not lost, which is why I am here today. Because there's a huge amount of hope and there have been major strides made across various areas. You may have heard a lot of all of this, and I'm sure the background score in your head is going blah, 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 blah. And I don't blame you. I was fairly skeptical of how much difference I could make when I started on this journey. But the reason I stand here today is because I now believe that, and that belief comes from my personal experience, like Genevieve said, across many situations and initiatives surrounding the girl child that I have been fortunate to participate in. I have worked with UNICEF now for more than 6 years, and apart from the opportunities such as today, where I get to share my thoughts with you, I've also had the privilege to talk to and understand the on-ground realities of girls and their problems today across the country. I've met girls, their families, local authorities, and many other people who, in part of the system, are inclusive of these girls' lives, and especially involved in the delicate ecosystem of their lives, I think. My take out of these visits is a huge feeling and a sense of hope, and a renewed sense of purpose that we can all make a difference. Very recently, I had the good fortune and opportunity of participating in a very interesting discussion. It was a smaller gathering, of course, than this, but the setting and the objective was the same.
I think first of all we should generalize it into Bollywood, or we should generalize it into social causes. I'm here as an individual because I think public people can have a voice. People can listen to them, but it's a very individualistic decision. For me, the education, the rights, the health of a girl child and of women in the country have always been a very, very important cause, and I'm here on behalf of UNICEF. We've done some amazing work over the last 7 years together, and I hope to be able to do as much of it as I can.